Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Cowboys trade up for Ashton Jeanty hits rumor mill of NFL draft. The Dallas Cowboys currently hold the number 12 pick in the upcoming NFL draft, with there being clear needs that have to be addressed. This means a receiver or running back in the early rounds, with the move to get CeeDee Lamb's help in the passing game thought to be the Cowboys' go-to move. With several receiver options, the Cowboys will get to pick between a couple of players to pair with 88 and hopefully help the offense to go to a new level. But running back is also a position of need despite the signings of Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders in free agency. Ashton Jeanty was the prized asset for Dallas, and the Texas kid was thought to be the pick for the Cowboys, but there is next to no chance he is available at number 12. For reporter Gilberto Manzano, Dallas' dream draft scenario is trading up to number 6 and taking the Boise State star. The Cowboys have been complacent for far too long, Manzano writes. Owner Jerry Jones likes to talk a big game and hasn't made a splash move in recent memory. They already have Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb under contract. It's time they add a workhorse running back to help the two-star offensive players. The electrifying running back out of Boise State could be the difference maker for the Cowboys in 2025. Call the Raiders at number 6 and don't look back. That seems good in theory. But we have heard Cowboys COO Stephen Jones on 105.3 The Fan state he doesn't see Dallas trading up, so we might have to put a pin in this as an ideal. However, let's play this hypothetical out. What kind of draft capital would Dallas have to part ways with to move up 6 spots? We think it would be quite substantial, particularly when we factor in that the Las Vegas Raiders are also really into Jeanty. So Pete Carroll might say a quick no due to his desire to take the Boise State star. Additionally, this is a deep running back class, so the Cowboys could still get great value in the later rounds, but Jeanty is seen as the best back in the draft, which might make Dallas a little antsy to trade up. However, if the Cowboys can get fair value and get Jeanty in the process, then it might be worth discussing. Stephen Jones addresses likelihood of Cowboys trading up in 2025 NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys currently own the number 12 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, and Executive Vice President Stephen Jones was asked about the possibility of the team looking to complete a trade to move up the board. During an appearance on 105.3 The Fan, Jones indicated that he doesn't envision the Cowboys moving up, but noted that he could see the team potentially looking to move in the other direction. I don't necessarily see us moving up based on way the board is coming together but could see a situation where we move down, Jones said. Dallas doesn't often trade up in drafts. The last time they did so was back in 2012 when they moved up to select Morris Claiborne with the number 6 pick in exchange for their first and second round picks. Jones made clear he doesn't expect the team to be moving up in this year's draft either. In addition to number 12, the team also owned picks number 44, number 76, number 149, number 174, number 204, number 211, number 217, number 239, and number 247. It's possible, considering they don't have a pick in the 4th round, that they'd look to trade back and recoup a 4th rounder, among other assets. Dallas Cowboys pass-rushing linebacker Micah Parsons has practiced what he preached back in December about being present for OTAs as he looked to be a locker room leader. With Brian Schottenheimer taking over as head coach from Mike McCarthy, there has been an emphasis on changing the culture, and believe it or not, Micah has a big role to play in getting everyone to follow along. Dak Prescott will do his part on the offensive side, but now, with a couple of veterans leaving in free agency, a chance for Micah to step up has revealed itself. As Dallas began its OTAs at the Star on Monday, Parsons was one of the first players through the doors. Tick. And for our own Mike Fisher, having Parsons in attendance isn't only crucial for his new leadership role, but it's also important to endorse Schottenheimer's vision. I think it's critical, Fish said. I don't just mean Micah has to be at voluntary workouts every day so he can get his jogging in, I'm talking about the endorsement of Shoddy as the leader. This locker room already loves the idea of Shoddy, they're all thumbs up, and one of the ideas is because we believe in his leadership. Well, if you believe in his leadership and you have proclaimed yourself, it's my time, Micah said, you've proclaimed yourself a leader of the football team and there's two of them at the top of that totem pole, then you show up. And show up he did. While it's not seen as big news from a player perspective, but given how much Micah has talked about wanting to be a leader of the locker room, he now gets his chance, and his first test, if you will, was to show up on day one of OTAs, and it was one he passed. With contract talks going on in the background, Parsons knows what comes with being one of the highest paid players in football, and it appears he's taking his new role very seriously. Dak offensively and Micah defensively are the two pillars in not only bringing Schottenheimer's vision to life but also endorsing him as the franchise's leader. And on day one of OTAs, they're doing just that. Cowboys Tyreek trade price revealed by Crazy Dolphins. The Dallas Cowboys have been rumored to be a party interested in trading for Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. It's a bit of a fantasy. But so is what Miami is trying to sell here. The Dolphins' general manager Chris Grier essentially pulled the plug on any trade gossip for Hill, but he did say if there was a team that wanted to start the negotiations with 2 first-round picks, he would be compelled to listen. Speaking to the local media on Tuesday, Grier said there were no offers on the table for Hill and he is not soliciting any. That is not anything that we're pursuing. Like I said, who knows? Grier said. If someone wants to come and give me 2 first-round picks, then we'd consider it. But as of right now, that's not anything we're pursuing. Hill has been the rumor of trade talks ever since he demanded an escape in a tirade after the Dolphins' Week 18 loss at the New York Jets. He was upset the Dolphins did not make the playoffs and he did not eclipse 1,000 yards as he did in his prior 2 seasons as a Dolphin. He's also found himself in a series of legal issues involving women and the police. On paper, Hill could be a perfect bookend to CeeDee Lamb. His presence would create mismatches in the middle of the field and leave room for the slot receiver and tight end run seam routes without the fear of constant double coverage. In 2023, Hill had an outstanding season and came close to breaking the NFL's single-season receiving yards record. He caught 119 balls for 1,799 yards, which was a career high, and 13 touchdowns. He led the league in touchdowns and yards received that season. Hill earned Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro honors, but was not selected as the NFL Offensive Player of the Year. He crashed and burned in 2024 as he started the season being detained by police before the season opener against Jacksonville. He was pulled from his vehicle and yanked to the ground. His season would get worse as Miami quarterback Tua Tagovailoa was injured and missed 6 games. Hill was not in sync with the backup quarterbacks and his stats took a hit. He finished the season with 959 yards and missed the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career. He's a $28 million receiver, which might be another reason he's not leaving Miami. Unless somebody calls with a crazy offer. And you fan? What do you think about Tyreek Hill's situation? Write to us in the comments.